Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Interesting city. I like to start off with a couple of things that I didn't know about the city. Maybe you didn't either. In 1907, the Warner Brothers Company established their very first movie theater in the town of Newcastle. It was known as the Cascade, which is now known as Cascade Center, the beautiful area downtown in Newcastle. Newcastle's also been called the fireworks capital of the world. There are a couple of very large fireworks companies in Newcastle, and it's just become known as the fireworks capital of the world. Interesting. Well, let me tell you how we put our information together. We established a center point in the city of Newcastle at 28 West Grant Street. That was our center point. And then we went out from that 2.5 miles all the way around that center point to get the information that we have to share with you. So everything that I'll be sharing with you in this video and the other videos to follow will be in that 2.5 mile radius around 28 West Grant Street. So let's get started. There are 33,998 people in the city of Newcastle. That represents about 13,965 households. The average age is 42. The average household income is $43,997. The per capita income is $18,072. The educational level in Newcastle, in terms of high school graduates, is pretty much the same as the national average. College graduates is a little bit less. In Newcastle, it's 14%. The U.S. average is about 24%. The average commute time to work is 19 minutes in Newcastle. There are 53% females, 47% males. In terms of occupation, the white-collar workers make up 55% of the population. Blue-collar workers make up 45% of the population. The families with one worker in the house is 33%, and the families with two workers is 37%, presumably husband and wife working. In terms of top three lists then, let's take a look at race or ethnicity. Caucasian is by far the highest percentage at 87% of the people in Newcastle. Then we have African Americans at 10%, and then we have Asian/other, which is non-Hispanics, at 2% of the population. So those are the top three. In terms of phase of life, the top group is empty nesters. Those are aged 35 to 54. They represent 26% of the people in Newcastle. The second highest group in terms of phase of life is retirement, which is 65 and older, and they represent 21% of the people in Newcastle. And then the third highest age group happens to be the 5 to 17-year-olds, the school-age kids. That represents 16%. So we have a high concentration in the upper levels, and then a high concentration in school-age kids from 5 to 17 years old. And then last of all, in terms of occupations, the top concentration in terms of occupation is administrative support / clerical. That's number one. Number two is precision/production, which are mechanics, construction people, woodworkers, people like that, those kinds of occupations. That's number two. And number three is sales. So we go from number one, administrative support, then number two, precision/production folks, and then number three, sales.